You know that person who literally won't leave the house without their hat? Rain, shine, formal event, gym session, wedding, funeral, doesn't matter. The hat is non-negotiable. And honestly, when the apocalypse hits, they'll be wearing that same baseball hat while fighting zombies. Their brain is processing identity and self-protection in ways completely different from yours. And the psychology behind it, absolutely fascinating.
See, daily hat wearers aren't just making a fashion choice. They're doing something psychologists call identity anchoring. And the research reveals some mind-blowing truths about anxiety, control, and who we think we are. But there's a hidden psychological cost that nobody talks about, and it might be affecting how the world sees them.
Here's what's happening in their brain. That hat isn't just an accessory. It's literally part of their identity now. There's this wild concept called enclothed cognition that proves what we wear actually changes how we think and feel about ourselves. Daily hat wearers get a real confidence boost when that hat goes on. Take it off, instant vulnerability. Like Superman without the cape, except it's Dave from accounting without his snapback. But there's something deeper going on. Hat people are hyper-aware of how they're being perceived. That's not paranoia, that's just how their brain works. The hat becomes their control mechanism. Can't control what people think, but you can absolutely control your presentation. That beanie or baseball cap, it's psychological armor disguised as casual wear.
And here's where it gets interesting. A lot of daily hat wearers started the habit during a rough patch. Bad haircut, thinning hair, breakup, rough semester, whatever. The hat was supposed to be temporary, but then it's stuck around. It's the same psychology that makes kids obsessed with their favorite blanket, except now the blanket is a vintage dad hat and the kid is 34 with a mortgage. Now for the controversial part. Hats create barriers, literal, physical ones. When you're wearing a brimmed hat, people unconsciously stand farther away from you. Eye contact decreases. It's subtle, but it's real. The hat wearer feels protected, sure, but they're also building walls without even knowing it.
Think about it. Ever seen someone having a deep, emotional heart-to-heart while wearing a baseball cap pulled low? Exactly. The hat stays on when the walls are up, comes off when things get real. It's body language you can literally put on and take off. Here's the really wild part, though. Hat people are often more creative and individualistic. People who rock distinctive accessories consistently tend to score higher on creative thinking. That person wearing the same trucker hat every single day isn't boring, they're expressing individuality through consistency. It's a total paradox, but it works. But there's a trap nobody warns you about. When your identity gets tied to something external, you become fragile. The hat becomes part of you. People expect it. You expect it. Miss a day, and suddenly you feel naked, like you forgot to put on pants. That's not confidence. That's dependency wearing a fitted cap. The thing that makes you memorable can also box you in. Your signature look becomes your prison. You've accidentally branded yourself, and now breaking the brand feels impossible. So if you haven't been photographed without a hat in 5 years, you're not weird. You're just using identity management whether you realize it or not. Your brain outsourced part of your self-image to fabric and a brim, which is genius, honestly. Just remember, the hat should enhance you, not define you.
Look, at the end of the day, your hat habit says more about your psychology than your fashion sense. Whether you're protecting yourself, expressing yourself, or just really committed to that one look, it's working on levels you probably never thought about. The real question is, are you wearing the hat or is the hat wearing you? Something to think about next time you reach for it without thinking. Anyway, if this video messed with your head a little, hit that like button and drop a comment about your own hat situation. I'm genuinely curious. And if you want more psychology breakdowns that'll change how you see everyday behavior, subscribe because we're just getting started.